Hi and welcome to Forever Hairstyles. Today we're going to do a really cute updo that is simple and easy. First and all, you want to part the hair into two sections on top, taking about a good 2 inches to 2.5 inches section on the bottom. Tie 3 ponytails, and you can curl afterwards, you can curl it before. Just depending on what time you have. And when you do your ponytails, make sure it's 3 inches away from the scalp, because we will bring them up and over. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, you take your 3 ponytails and you want to flip them under, and if you have like a topsy tail type deal, you can use that too. If you don't, you can do that. And then when you do all 3, you want to kind of pin the hair in place. Let me do all 3 here, and then I'll show you what you need to do on pinning them on the bottom. Now we're going underneath the ponytail, and then up and over like that. So it should be looking like that for now. And then you want to, if you haven't curled it, then curl it by then. If this was straight, you just curl it. Pin the hair down however you want to do. I mean, if you want it to look like more like barrel curls, you could pin it that way. If you want it more messy, just kind of pin it however, pin it up. It's so easy with this. And sometimes it's easier to curl this style beforehand, depending on your time frame. Again, if you wanted no heat curls at night, in the morning you just kind of wake up and wanted to style. So anyway, this is what it looks like, how that one looks like. Now I'm going to take the next section and I'm going to divide it again to this section like that. So we're going to put ear to ear behind the ear one more time, doing the exact same thing what we do on the bottom. So again, you want to take your ponytail on the sides, you want it closer in the middle as much as you can. You don't have to, but if it's going to look better. So, and it's going to be easier for any style that we got to do the rest on the top. So you take your take your ponytail and underneath again, kind of like we did on the bottom. Now on the sides, you want to kind of bring it in the middle. So you want to, what I do is I take this piece here because it's behind the ear, because the rest of the hair is up. You take this piece and pin it, or not pin it, but ponytail it like so. So your ponytail should be closer into the center than in just in here. So you know, so it looks kind of like that, and then you wrap it or under and over, and then tighten it. So, because when you do pinning the hair, it's going to look like it's supposed to. So, and again, behind the ear, we're going to take a little bit more here, but behind the ear, bring it, bring this piece over a little bit more in the middle. Oops. And then bringing it underneath and tighten. Oops. And then you want to pin it like you did last, you know, if you want to do barrel curls, you can, or messy curls, you can, whatever works the best for you. I like to make it more messy because then it's not have to be quite so perfect. Sometimes it's just neat looking that way. And you gotta adjust some stuff, then adjust it. And, you know, if you gotta pin more at the bottom, you can. You know, it's your hairstyle, whatever suits you. And don't worry about, now I have white ponytail holders. Chances are you want the holders that are color coordinated to your hair, so they're easier to hide. So, but totally up to you what you want to do. So you kind of have the beginning of an updo this way, and this is very simple, easy. You know, just 2 rows of the up and over hair of ponytails. Then you take your top part. And I like to use clips to part it. Some people use like ponytail holders and stuff, but clips are so much easier. They're not that expensive to buy, especially if you're gonna have long hair. So, okay. So then I like to bring the hair back a little bit, and I like to divide it into a couple sections here, so, or I should say bring down another section over the other section you just did. So the section I'm sectioning out would be to the temple, like kind of like a square piece of hair there, your top part. And then bring that over and section it off. Now, I like to twist this part. So you want to divide this part over here and divide this part over here. So you just want to start twisting and then adding, twisting, adding, twisting, adding, twisting. And then you want it kind of loose, and then you want to pin it like that. And if you get it too loose, you can always use pins. That's what the pins are for, you know. Now you can make it more wild looking by stretching the hair, turning it, and then stretching it. But this style particularly, I don't do it that way just because I think it gives it a little bit of a neater design. And then make sure who you're pinning it to. I can tell you if it's loose or tight, whatever works. So, then you do this side. And you just take your sections and just start twisting, 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 twisting for a while, and then add, twist, 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 and add, twist, 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 and then add, and twist, 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 and then twist around and about, and then pin it. And it could be really tight, it could be really loose, whatever works for you. Be very creative. If you have to adjust stuff, you can. This is a pretty simple up to kind of adjust if something didn't go right, because you hate to have it all done and then you hate something about it. And so, I mean, and the bottom is pretty easy, and so is the top. You just pin, pin, pin. And this is something shouldn't take very long, and you don't really have to curl your hair with this one, but you can. Or you curl it the night before with no heat curls. Okay, so then I like to kind of play with the top and make sure it's kind of smoothed out. If you have a side part, kind of bring it over to its side. Back, I'm going to redo the side part, and I'm going to kind of twist it like this, so there's a double, and then bring it over like so. Okay, so I'm twisting this side and bringing it like over here, and then twist this on top to make kind of like a swirly bun. Again, you just have to figure out what works the best for you or the person you're doing it to. Then you want to, you know, swirl this down. And I always think, like, if you have like little ends that needs to flyaways to make it more smoother, a little mousse while the hair's dry, or there's a lot of stuff that is like a shine product. There's so many different ways of doing that. Bring that over. You might have to divide that into two. And, you know, if you want it all the way tight to your head, you can if you want to. Totally up to you. Messing with it is always fun too, so it looks like you've done a lot to it, and it really hasn't been that much. Just twist and twist and twist and twist. Twist some more. And everybody's hair is different, and okay, we're gonna have that. And you know, it looks like you've done a lot to it, like hours on work, you know, and you can also twist another twist here if you wanted to. I decide not to, just to make it a little different, you know, bring it down. But this is really a neat hairstyle, really cool to do. And again, you can do little gems like that just to have something in there. You can if you wanted to. Very simple, easy hair. Now my mannequin's hair's kind of getting to the point where I need to recondition it so it's not quite so fuzzy there, but anyway, that is how to do some of these hairstyles without taking a lot of time. Simple, easy to do hair. So, and there you have it.